they had to decide on Aqidah. What is our belief? Is our belief Trinity? Now remember the Trinity concept of Plato and Horace and so many. Is it Trinity? Father, Son, Holy Spirit? Or is it unity? Right? Tawheed. And they chose Trinity. And anybody who disagreed with them was considered to be heretic. They used the word heretic. And that's, we would say today, murtad, apostate, or khawarij. Like bad words, right? Like you're an apostate, heretic. And I've seen this, I've tested this before. If you speak with an honest theologian, and you say, what about Arius? What do you think about Arius in the Council of Nicaea? And they will say, he's a heretic. That's the first thing they'll say. But then if you ask him, why was he a heretic? Then you'll see it's because he believed that God was one and Jesus was a prophet. He was not the Son of God. And so because of that, they considered him to be a heretic. And they poisoned him in 336 AD. He was killed. And his followers were spread all around the place. Now, the edict came from the Council of Nicaea that possession of any other gospel was considered to be an offense. Unitarians are heretics. Over 1.5 million people were killed. 1.5, and in those days, that's a big number. Nothing today. But in those days, that is major. 1.5 million people were killed. The official Roman Catholic Church had to be subservient to the Roman Empire. So you see what they did. They now made the church part of their power. It's the power structure. You see? And they combined it all together. So this is something well thought out that they did. 1.5 million people. Those who could run, they would flee. And they were Unitarians who took refuge. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he met a monk. It's actually Bahira. This is a mistake there. It's Bahira. Okay? You remember when the Prophet ﷺ was traveling with Abu Talib on one of the journeys as a young man, and they ran across a monk. The monk was on a hill waiting for something. And he saw this caravan coming with a cloud over it, shielding it. And he stopped them and he said, this is in the books of Sirah. And he stopped them and he said, like, okay, everybody come and eat. I'll cook some food. And then he said to Abu Talib and them, he said, is everybody here? And they said, no, there's a little boy, this boy Muhammad, he's over taking care of the animals or whatever. They said, no, bring him. And so they brought everybody and he looked at Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. There were certain things about him. He actually has a mark on his back, like a birthmark on his back. And then, Bahir tested them. And he said, say, eat in the name of your gods. And the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ would say, in the name of Allah. He wouldn't say the gods. He saw certain things about this boy. And he went to Abu Talib and he said, do not take him to Syria. Go back with him. Because if the Yahud see him, if they know about him, they're going to kill him. Because this is the chosen one. Who was this monk? Why is he waiting on the hill? Where did he get his ideology from? It's clear to us now. These are the followers of Arius and other people who refused to accept the Council of Nicaea. You get it? They refused to accept it. There's another one in the Sirah, Nestora. And you see a group of Christians called Nestorian Christians too.